Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dean.
And Tyler.
And this is DT James Gaming, and we're bringing you a new series we're going to introduce called Wacky Wednesdays, where we explain weird, kind of out of the ordinary stories, sometimes a little bit gross, I don't know, whatever you want to say.
Stuff happens to us on a weekly basis.
Yeah, the weird things.
That happen, a little unorthodox
happenings.
And we're going to call it Wacky.
Yeah. And well, Tyler, you can go ahead and start off with this week.
Alright, so this week we're talking about, I guess, public restrooms, really. It's kind of gross. I'm not going to go into like a whole lot of detail, but anyways, let's get into it. So yesterday, Dean and I go to the same school, so on Tuesdays we carpool because we have class that gets out and gets in at about the same time. Yesterday morning we got there a little early, so we decided to head on over to the cafe and get some breakfast. I have this weird thing with my digestive tract. I don't know what's going on, dude. If I eat too early in the morning, I get a stomach ache, and more often than not, I get Hershey squirts. I thought, oh man, it's kind of later, I should be good. So I ate my nice little croissant sunrise. And Dean, what'd you have? A breakfast burrito?
I had a breakfast burrito too, and I might have like the same thing that you have because I felt like shit afterwards. But But anyway, what ketchup? Hey, ketchup's good.
No, okay. Dean's over here dipping his burrito in ketchup. I'm like, ugh. Anyways, that's got nothing to do with the story. So we eat, and then about 15 minutes we kind of hang out, and then I go down to class, and as I get to class, I'm like, oh man, you know that bubble guts feeling where you know you're gonna be riding the Hershey Highway. You're just like, oh man, I really don't want to go to the bathroom, especially because I got to go to a public bathroom and take a doo-doo.
The worst.
So that's, yeah, the worst. Anyways, I was like, well, I better go before class because I'd rather not have poop in my pants, and I'd rather not sit in my own fecal matter. So I sucked it up and went to the bathroom. First, usually I go to the handicap stall, because Larry the Cable Guy says it is the Cadillac of the pooping stools.
It's really nice.
It's nice. It's usually clean.
Lots of room.
Alright. I was like, alright, I'm going to go straight there. I get into the handicap stall, and I couldn't lock the door, and I was at that point where I'm like, dude, I can't struggle with locking the door. I'm going to poop myself. And so I was like, screw it. I go back to the other stall, which it didn't look too bad at first glance. I was like, alright, so I grab one of those seat covers. I throw one in the toilet to prevent any splash. And then usually I'd put like two down on top of the toilet seat. I put one down and it started, you could see the water from underneath, and it was probably piss, from underneath getting on it. I was like, oh man. So I ended up grabbing like 4 or 5 more, putting them down. So I had like a nice little cushy thing. Took some toilet paper, was laying that down. I was like, I am not getting wet with someone else's urine. That is not going to happen today. So I'm sitting there riding the Hershey Highway, and I hear someone come in, and he pushes on my stall door, and, I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking like, oh, please don't try to open the door, because that's just really awkward. He doesn't. He goes over to the handicap stall. Get this. This guy gets it locked on his first try. No, I hate you, man. And then all of a sudden I hear like sound like a spit, and then kind of what sounded like he was peeing. I'm like, oh, okay, it must be someone using the urinal, whatever. And all of a sudden I hear, like, oh, this dude is puking in the public bathroom. That is probably the grossest thing. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, when I puke, I kind of hold the toilet bowl a little bit, I guess. I don't know. And I'm like, he just put his hands
on a dirty toilet bowl that who knows what has been on.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I was like, alright, I gotta get out of here. I was like, oh man, that was wacky.
I just remember you, cause I was in my PE class and you texted me, and I just thought about like, okay, well I didn't literally think of you taking a dump, but I just thought of the fact that you were in a stall and then right next to you some guy was just probably puking his brains out. I'm like, what the hell happened to that guy?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. And I wish I would have seen who it was, just because I was curious.
When you left, was he still in there?
Yeah, he was still in there. Like I said, I finished up on that dip. He was still in there, and I was like, well, whatever, man. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever.
That's bad, man.
I'll leave him in peace. Let him have his privacy.
I know, that's pretty gross. And we're coming to the end of this gameplay. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and share. This is Dean.
And this is Tyler.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Later.
Later.